Yes, we're live. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hi.
And welcome also to Marce and Francesca today. They're going to be with us for our weekly reflection. I think this is number 5. Okay. So, the topic of this week was creativity, and both with me and Merche, we discussed a bit what creativity is, and we digged a bit into the topic. What I would like to ask, I don't want to make a too complex reflection this time. I would like to leave it lightly, also because I don't trust my connection, as last time didn't went so well. But anyway, I would like you to think about what we did and how it made you feel. If you felt a bit better or more creative, thanks to our session this week. And if you discovered something new thanks to our creativity. So please, within yourself, close your eyes if you like, think about it, and that's pretty much it. Give value to what you do in general and to what you did during the past week, because you may have discovered something new using creativity. And again, if you'd like to discover something more artistic, you can always text me on Facebook or with all my social media to discuss a bit together about what art is and how art can represent a good way of expression and a good way to discover, to dig a bit into yourself. I think that is my reflection. I know it's not much, but I think that if you take care of listening to what you feel and to the way that you express, you can really, really reflect and learn a lot. And Merche, I think I will give you the stage, the floor now to your sharing and how you did your work.
Okay, thank you, Francesco. Well, for me, it was a really strong feel week. I wasn't taking so much photos, but anyway, it was. I've been reflecting in myself and how I do things, and yeah, I got also anxious about the workshop of yesterday, and I reflect about that again also. Um, yeah, the two main reflections that I had, and it was one I had it yesterday, right after the workshop. I realized that I really undervalue myself. Every time that I do something, and before to start something, I tell myself that I am not going to do it well, that a lot of negative things. After to do it, even though if it's went well, when people tell me that I did it really nice, I did it good, and they thank me for the workshop that it's happened yesterday, it's really hard to me to believe it,
Aha.
because I am always telling myself that I am not good enough, and yeah, I think it's something that I have to work on it,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm already doing it. And
Mhm.
I think yesterday it was a really meaningful step to keep doing it. And yeah. And the other
Okay.
reflection,
Yeah.
it's that I usually tell myself that I should only focus on one thing, because if I don't, I will never get pro on anything.
Hmm.
Because normally I'm thinking I want to dance, now I want to play the guitar, or now I want to travel, or now I want to make a personal blog, or take photos, or make videos. And for me, it's really difficult to choose only one thing.
Hmm.
And I realize that I'm more creative when I do different things than when I focus in only one. Because it's
Hmm.
happened to me that maybe while playing the ukulele, I have the idea for a new picture.
Oh.
Or while cycling, it came to my mind this sentence that I missed for my project of the university. It's like I keep my mind active, and yeah, it's something in which I've been thinking about this week, because I think normally I'm so hard with this topic of I have to focus in only one thing and I have to be pro only maybe in photography. Yeah, it was really nice because I discovered how every action, all the different actions that I do, they are connect and they support each other's.
Oh, I love it. You know, this is pretty much what valuing your creativity is about, is giving the right importance and the right attention to whatever we do with our art, with our soul, really. And I think that that's where we can divide simple routine actions to arts, even if it's something small. If we put our love, our creativity, and to make it a bit ours, that's where art is, isn't it? I mean, I would like to, yeah, that's just my feedback about your workshop, because I want to say it out loud. I loved it, and it was really, really empowering, and it gave me a tool that I didn't have, or to go deeper into something I didn't know. And Fra, do you want to say something about what you're going to do next week?
Ooh, already about next week. Okay. Well, I have in mind something for you that I guess it's extremely important, especially in this moment when we are kind of locked down, somehow not so much in touch in the usual way with other people. But especially nowadays, I think we do understand how important it is to be surrounded by people who add values to our lives, people who support us, and that we can also give our love to. And connected to that, I also take the chance, and then of course you are going to see more next week about it, but I don't want to go too much into it. I want to keep a bit of suspense. But I want to take the chance to really thank you two for this great job that you did this week. It was extremely nice for me, as you were saying, to see a bit also the connection between the activities. Of course, it came afterward, but I was thinking yesterday, after the workshop that Merche held, that it was a bit out of my comfort zone to take some pictures of me. I also shared with her in a private message, but now I can also say it publicly. I find extremely interesting that she wasn't waiting for someone to somehow acknowledge her and to celebrate somehow herself, but she did it without waiting for someone. And this is something that I don't so much allow myself to do usually.
Yeah.
And then it came to my mind, the exercise that you did the day before. Because then it was like, okay, but I can create somehow a new character of me that fits me the most, where I can also add this new aspect of my personality. Yes, yeah, I can celebrate myself. I'm a beautiful woman, and I can take some nice pictures of myself. Of course, there was also the very nice part about the creativity, which is still there to explore for me even more, especially with the pictures. I'm not so confident with it yet. But overall, this was the connection that really inspired me the most. How then all the little pieces went together. It was like, oh yes, I can do this in a different way. And I really loved it.
Yeah, I mean, you really...
Thank you really for your effort.
You really went into my next question, which was, did you found any link between your session of next week and the one we just said? So that's perfect. Thank you. That was what I was
Sorry.
looking for. No, that's perfect. It means that you did. And yeah, I think we really had a lot of small things, but that we gave meaning and value to, so that became suddenly bigger, or maybe still little, but with a lot more of weight for us and for the importance we gave them. Okay, so I think I will let you say goodbye and to close. So if you want to say goodbye to everyone and to say, yeah, whatever you want.
Bye. It's been a pleasure. And let's keep on learning together. Let's keep on supporting each other.
Yeah, they will see you next week on Monday for the mission of the week in the morning. And thank you everyone for following us. The live has been amazing, and you've been following us also today at this time. And see you next week. And thank you again, Merche, for your amazing session.
Thank you to you. And thank you to all the people that are watching us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.